Everyone, and welcome to Winnie's Recipes. Today we have something a little traditional for you called oxtail stew. This is going to be served with steamed rice and stewed spinach and kale. Again, this is oxtail stew. I believe this is quite native to the West Indies. So that's what we're making today, oxtail stew that will be served with steamed rice and spinach and kale, stewed spinach and kale. I already have here my boiled oxtail. I'm going to show you exactly what I have. It's been boiled, nicely seasoned and boiled. There you go. This is a piece of oxtail which I bought from the supermarket. They would cut it up for you, especially if you buy a whole oxtail. Here you are. This is cooked nice and almost tender. This is going to be going in the stew. And right now I will start. The ingredients I have used are regular tomatoes, have been ground up. Also, I have peppers here which are already roasted. Those you have to soak them. Here you are. In that way you get that some kind of a roasted flavor. All this together with onions have been ground up right here in the blender. And right now I am ready to make my stew. Once again, if you can get your work together, this is a very quick meal. You boil just regular steamed rice. Sauteing some chopped garlic right there. This with 2 cloves of garlic ground. And I'm going to scoop in my sauce. That's a beautiful, rich color. You want to be careful when you do this to avoid sparks. About tomatoes in the pot when it's hot. I had some canola oil that was heating there, and then I've added my ground peppers with tomatoes. It's a beautiful color. I love this color. So because we have smoked peppers along with fresh peppers, it's gonna give that smoked flavor when it's all cooked. Bear in mind, it is not compulsory that you use smoked peppers. This is just Winnie's recipe. I love the flavor of the smoked peppers, and I've combined that with fresh habanero. There's a little bit of fresh habanero ground up with this, and I'm going to allow that to cook a little while before I put my oxtail, and we will be right back. Alright, so we are still boiling this and stewing my tomatoes. As you can see, this is coming along very nicely. Alright, and while this is going on, I'm going to add some spices. I have some curry. I have some crushed nor. There we go. Have you coming into this kitchen, you just want to dig right in. It smells really good. And then we're stewing the, going to saute some chopped onions. This is for stewed spinach and kale. We're going to use some, saute these onions until they're a little golden. That was hot. We need to be watchful. Alright. And to that, as the onions is sauteing, I will add some diced jalapeno peppers. I will also add some crushed ginger root. This is all going into the stewed spinach and kale. That's a pretty color too. Once again, I did say that in Nigeria we have rice as a staple. So we do a lot of things with steamed rice. Now when you're having steamed rice with oxtail stew, you want to keep everything healthy. You feel that, yes, it should have some side vegetables. We do have salads. Yes, we do. Fresh green salads. However, we can also do this, which is your stewed spinach and kale. As you watch that come along, you will see exactly what happens when it's ready. I believe this stew is to add my already cooked oxtail, just so that it can continue. This cooked oxtail is sitting in some beautiful stock. You can make stews and you can make soups, and there's so much you can do with this stock. You can make a clear light soup with it. This is something you can put away. I might use some of it in my stew. Yep. Oh, just look at that. Woo! I did say it was pretty simple. So you boil make sure you cook that oxtail to where it's almost tender, because it will cook some more while it's in the stew. There you go. All right. I'm going to cover this. And we'll take a look at the... Yes, that is sauteing very nicely, just like I wanted to. And I'm going to add my seasonings here. My Sazon, tropical. I will also add my nature seasoning. Alright, there we go. Just to have this tenderized and almost now you're going to wonder, wouldn't that be too spicy? Because we have some crushed ginger root, jalapenos added to this. It's really not going to be spicy. I avoided using the seeds in the jalapeno. You know, the heat comes from mostly the seed. So I use the jalapeno mostly for flavor, and then the ginger root, which is crushed in there, would just add a little heat and some additional flavor. Now, typically what I do, that is really about ready to add on my veggies. So what I do is I would blanch my spinach. Right here I have blanched frozen spinach. Right here I have blanched frozen kale. So it's time for me to dip that right in. And I'm gonna be adding the spinach. I love the color, I really do. Alright. So we are stewing. So really just giving this a really good stir to have it mixed well. Remember I said this is a stewed spinach and kale. You're gonna see what I'm doing right now to merge the flavors together. I'm gonna be spooning a little bit of my stock and then a little bit of my tomato that is cooking presently, my oxtail stew, and of it in here. This kind of marries the flavors together. When you have this as a side vegetable that is served right next to your steamed rice with the spinach, the oxtail stew, you will understand. We're going to spoon in some of this. Remember I said this right here will serve as the most versatile stock that you can use for so many other things. Alright, I think that 3. If I need to add more, I will. And now there we go. We're going to spoon some of the stew right in there. I'm going to be very careful. I love the color of this. There we go. Alright, do you see that? Now, it will never dominate your greens. You would always have the greens looking as vibrant as they are right now. It just adds a little flavor. That's why we say it is stewed spinach and kale. So we're going to leave this to cook a little bit more. It really doesn't require much of a cooking. Because you notice anytime you put spinach in water, it wilts and it's ready to eat, except when you have it in your salad. Okay, let's just give that a little bit of cooking. We'll be right back to serve up a beautiful plate. And so we have this stew stewing nicely, and I can tell you it is well cooked. It is done. It is ready to be served. I've already started a plate. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop. Oh, this looks good. If we can just see where we can package the smell. The aroma is so good. So I am scooping here. I'm going to just go ahead and turn this off because our stew is ready. All right. And if you'll excuse my digging in, I will definitely dig into this plate. Here is a plate of, this is, I'm admiring this plate, so I'm just short of words trying to admire what I'm looking at here, and the aroma is coming right up my face. But we do have here steamed rice, we have oxtail stew, and we have spinach, stewed spinach and kale. This is a very healthy plate, if I may say so myself. And I'm going to cut right in. See if I can get me a knife here. Oh, now this doesn't need to tear off the bone. It doesn't need to fall off the bone as you would with ribs. This is a little different, but because this is oxtail. Do you see that? And something about the marrow that comes with the oxtail. I'm going to just dig right in and give this a taste. From Winnie's Recipes, went to your home. Thank you all for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.